Hi Geminis, this is going to be your reading from November the 16th to the 30th. I hope everyone is having a good couple weeks so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder that these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Alright, so we're going to start off with the Angel Oracle guide here, move on to traditional tarot, and then back to Oracle at the end. Now your card came out really quickly today, and it's funny because I think the card represents that as well. So it's take charge and action. Don't be afraid to take charge or be strong at this time. Sometimes we have to take control in order to be respected and honored. If you feel that your current situation is moving in a direction that isn't serving you, your joy, or your purpose, the message of this card is to put your foot down now. You don't have to be aggressive, you don't need clarity now. Unless you step in, it won't unfold. So, set a good example, respect yourself, and lead rather than be led. If you are wondering whether to make the next move in a particular situation, this card encourages you to do so. Often angels find it difficult to support us fully unless we make the first move. Meet them halfway now by showing your commitment to moving forward. Extended message. If you're feeling ambitious at this time, this card is asking you to trust in your gifts and potential. You have the opportunity to move forward in your career, personal life, or spiritual life. If you're a co-creator with the universe, your angel guide is encouraging you to take action. By setting clear intentions, having a strong vision, and taking action steps you need to make your ideas come to life, you are showing the universe your commitment to your expansion. Sorry, I just lost my face there. Making clear intentions, having strong visions, and taking action steps you need to make your ideas come to life, you are showing the universe your commitment to your expansion. Know that with every step you take, your angels are with you, cheerleading you and encouraging you to rise up, and focus your attention and send it out like an arrow. Ooh. Arrow, it's funny. I think it's funny because another sign had this card as well. In the reading, I forget which one it is because I just do so many of them. But it's funny that we're entering Sag season and this card is kind of all about shooting that arrow, right? So maybe you're really feeling that kind of fiery Sag energy right now. All right, just give me a moment to pull some traditional tarot here and we'll keep it moving. Alright, just give me some moments here to just kind of feel what your energy is feeling like, Gemini. For Gemini, please. I got, it's not over yet is kind of like a big message for you here. It's not over yet. So I don't know if recently it might have felt like, you know, you want to give up on something, or recently where you're just like, okay, this has been too much. I don't think this will kind of ever happen for me. That kind of energy here, Gemini. They don't want you to kind of give up on something, is this kind of energy that I'm feeling through this kind of whole reading here. So maybe for some of you, things haven't been kind of going your way. Maybe if you've kind of been feeling like, you know, you just haven't had that break, or you haven't had one of the things that you've been manifesting or visualizing come to life. And that's totally okay because they are saying that right now it seems like it's time to really go after what it is that you truly want here, Gemini. To not give up, to not back down, and kind of keep fighting. There's a lot of fire energy in your reading here automatically. Definitely keeping that strongness of passion, of moving forward, of confidence. And I think that's what these kind of 2 weeks are going to be about for you. We have the Fool card in the reverse here, which is fear of a new beginning, or a new beginning not really happening for us here. You know, it could mean we're not opening ourselves up to whatever kind of new experiences that we want here out of fear, or these kind of new starts we feel like are not really happening for us. It's kind of more the latter. It's kind of more that I'm feeling like that, feeling like, you know, these new beginnings that you've wanted to happen hasn't really happened for you yet. Hasn't really kind of taken off. And that's totally okay. It doesn't mean that it's not meant to be because it hasn't taken off yet here. We have the King of Wands coming out in this energy, and this is what we're talking about with this kind of take charge, take action kind of energy. The King of Wands is this fire energy, is kind of the energy of that oracle card, that take charge. This person is confident, this person is passionate, this person is creative, this person is a master of their talents. And I think this is kind of like the really... the energy they kind of really want you to kind of be in these 2 weeks. It's feeling like, in this being like, you know, I can do this, I have the power to do this, I believe in myself, I am this kind of creative talent, I can do this. And this is kind of the strong energy that is feeling like it's here for you, Gemini. We do have the Knight of Wands in reversed. The Knight of Wands in reversed is kind of like opposite of the King of Wands in a sense. It's kind of like passion dying out really quickly, you know, things, you know, taking action on something and then kind of stopping here, you know, that kind of fire burning out quickly. But it's like, how can we kind of sustain that fire, right? How can we get that fire keeping going here? It's almost like someone putting gasoline on a fire, and it's like, wow, we have this amazing fire, but it doesn't last. It fizzles out quickly. So I think this is what you're kind of learning, how to kind of create that kind of sustained fire within yourself, that sustainability of keeping that drive going, of keeping that creativity open for you here, how to take action without kind of burning ourselves out. We do have the 10 of Swords coming out here with the Hangman in the reverse. Hangman in the reverse is kind of energy again, like before. What a lot of your other reading is saying is like, now is the time. We've thought about things enough. Now it's time to kind of keep moving forward here. Okay, the 10 of Swords is telling us, hey, that we are feeling really defeated right now. We're feeling stabbed in the back. We're kind of feeling at rock bottom by things. And again, if it's feeling like because whatever it is that we are kind of going after here hasn't really worked out for us, we're feeling a little bit defeated by it. But with the 6 of Swords in reverse, they're telling you, hey, it's time to not move away from it. It's time to not to move on to something else. It's time to kind of fight the good fight here. Yes, you might be feeling defeated, but again, keep that action going, keep that fire burning. And this is kind of I think what it feels like the message for this kind of whole reading is keeping that fire burning within you. You know, keep that passion alive, keep that creativity alive. Page of Wands, another fire energy. It's funny, again, like I was saying before, Gemini, all this fire is coming out in your reading. And the other, I again forget what sign it was that had also take charge and action, but theirs was fire as well too. So it's you're really in this kind of action oriented energy. Maybe you might even be feeling like, hey, like I just have all this energy and I don't know what to do with it. You know, you pick up a new hobby, do something that you've never done before, work on one of your skills or your talents here. It doesn't have to be this big thing where you have to be working from 6 a.m. to you know midnight every day. Not that kind of action. Again, it's talking about sustainable action here. The Page of Wands is all about adventure, is all about excitement. This person kind of sees life as an adventure. They maybe want to go do something. They want to start something new. They have that passion. They have that drive here. And this is what it's like, again, feeling like for you. You're like, okay, I have this excitement. I have this drive. I'm ready to go out and do things or go on a new adventure here or try something new. So take advantage of that energy that you are feeling right now. Right now, it seems like we're kind of in the mindset, or we're kind of stuck on our kind of past failures. It's feeling like, Gemini. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse, which is kind of being stuck in the past, and we have the Ace of Wands, things that didn't work out for us, things that didn't really work out in the past the way that we want to, these starts that we want to happen. It almost feels like someone on like a career pause, or someone having like a lot of past failures, and you're like, how many more am I going to take here? You know, how many swords in my back am I going to have to kind of endure? But every day is a new day, so they kind of want you to switch your perspective of that, because things that didn't work out in the past doesn't mean they're not going to work out in the future. So we really need to kind of let go of that past energy, because they're saying, hey, you're being stuck in your failures now. You're not moving on from them. I always think of the most kind of successful kind of CEOs, the successful entrepreneurs, when people make inventions, you know, they fail so many times before they get something right, or before their kind of business takes off here. That's what it feels like, you know. And don't treat your failures as maybe this is not for me. It's just like, well, that didn't work. I'm on to the next here. And it's just kind of pulling in that focus for you, Gemini. For some of you, you might also have energy coming forward here of a relationship or someone that you were maybe associated with the Page of Cups in reversed. Maybe this is someone that you were chatting to, someone that you were dating. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, it says there's going to be some kind of truth about this, and because it's in the reverse with the Page of Cups, I think you're going to see the truth of maybe what this relationship was, maybe how it held you back, or maybe they're coming forward with some truth as well here. Maybe there's just a little bit of reconciliation, but I don't really see you going for it. I think this is someone that you've kind of disconnected with. I don't know if it's you coming to them with some truth about something, or a conversation here. But it's interesting because we have the Strength card in the reverse coming in right after, which is Leo energy. They could be Leo. But it just kind of means fear of not being strong enough here. Fearing of everything a little bit being too much. Maybe there's someone that you want to come forward to and talk to about some truths, or have that kind of conversation with, like an emotional conversation with, but you don't feel like you're strong enough to kind of pursue that, or strong enough to kind of talk about it right now, which is totally okay. I have the Page of Pentacles here, I have the High Priestess, and I have the Eight of Wands. The Page of Pentacles is all about a new financial offering here. That could be unexpected money, could be a new job, could be a promotion, could just be kind of, again, more money in your pocket. Maybe you're kind of saving more here as well. The High Priestess just kind of talks about your intuition. So your intuition is really strong about your finances right now, or about your money. You could be getting messages that maybe a job is on the way for you here. Maybe doors are opening for you as well. Maybe you just have intuition that, hey, I feel like this is going to be like a very strong financial year for me, but I feel like your intuition is giving you some kind of messages about your job, your finances, or things like that. Maybe intuitively you're getting downloads on maybe where to invest. Maybe intuitively you're like, maybe I should start this job, maybe I should do that. It just feels like your intuition is giving you strong and fast messages right now, especially if you're about your finances, especially if that is something that you've kind of been working on for a little bit here. They're telling me with the Sun in the reverse that, hey, it doesn't feel like everything is a rainbow and happiness and excitement yet. But that's the good thing about the Sun in reverse. This means that sunshine is coming. It's just kind of delayed right now. So you're not in the stage currently, it feels like, to kind of reap the benefits of this happiness, right? It's like I almost feel like this is on the way for me there. I'm not there yet, but I can still feel it, or I can still kind of understand it. Understand that I'm going to get to this kind of happy moment here. Again, like I was saying before, there is this kind of new financial opportunities for you. The Five of Pentacles in reverse kind of states that for some of you, there might be an increase in finances. There might be a new job here as well for you. Again, this is something that I feel like it feels like it's coming. But with the Page of Swords in the reversed, this is energy of delaying or holding off a conversation here. So maybe this is something you're kind of keeping to yourself. Maybe someone is giving you a heads up about a job here as well, or heads up and being like, hey, I don't know, it feels like almost like not keeping it a secret, but you're just kind of keeping it to yourself a little bit here. Maybe this is a goal of yours, or maybe you're applying for jobs, but you're not telling people. It just kind of feels in that energy here. You're like, my intuition is telling me to do this. I don't want to speak it out loud yet. I don't want to talk to people about it. I kind of want to figure it out myself and then go from there. Yeah, it's this energy of like feeling like hush. You're like, shh, I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm just, you know, everyone doesn't need to know your business, Gemini. You don't need to kind of tell everyone every plan that you have or any goal that you got going for you. You might be taking these 2 weeks as well just to get reconnected with yourself here, saying no to maybe social events, saying no to kind of friends, being like, hey, I just need some time to myself. The true friends will kind of get that and understand that here. They'll understand that, hey, maybe you need some time to kind of regain your energy here, because we have the Three of Cups in the reversed. It means kind of our social circle and our kind of our friends or people that we associate with here. So we might be spending less time around those kind of people. We might be saying no to, you know, parties or engagements, and taking some time to kind of be with ourselves with this Hermit energy. Just time to look within here, plan. Maybe some of you are saving money or whatever it is for you, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of happiness for you with this Ace of Cups in your own solitude this week, being in your own energy. So maybe you have to hermit a bit there, Gemini. For people that are in the same part of the world as me, it's becoming winter, so maybe, you know, it's the perfect time to do that, to take some time to yourself, to kind of look within, to kind of refill your own cup here into this to overall happiness. I like this energy though. It feels like you're like focusing on you. It feels like you're kind of trying to listen to yourself a little bit more here, take action towards your goals. Very like CEO kind of energy, you know, entrepreneur kind of energy here as well. Yeah, definitely this kind of strong new beginning. We have the Ace of Cups coming and the Ace of Swords right back to back, right? This is emotional clarity, and this is also mental clarity here as well. Two offerings for you here. It's almost like you're like charging up right now in these 2 weeks to kind of go after something here, or to start something. I don't know. Again, we have the Three of Wands here in the reverse, and we have the Moon card in reverse. The Moon card in reverse is about seeing truths, so truths coming to the surface, seeing clarity again here. And the Three of Wands in reverse is going back to the drawing board, new game plan. So that's what it feels like you're doing again in these 2 weeks. You are replanning things, new structuring things, seeing what failures didn't work in the past, and making kind of a new plan for yourself here. I'm going to move on to some oracle cards here. Just kind of see what kind of inspiration they are bringing. For Gemini, please. There you go. All right. So the energy oracle we got action is action, but in the reversed, which is interesting because a lot of this reading is more about like action in the upright, but action is the accelerant that ignites your desires. When this card is reversed, you may be finding something is missing in your determination or your follow-through. This is kind of what we're talking about with the Knight of Wands. You know, that fire burning really quickly and then it's kind of fizzling out. You may find that perhaps you have been engaging in more wishful thinking than in constant effort, right? We were talking about keeping that fire going. Or perhaps you need to make some adjustments in what you're paying attention to. Create a structured plan, we were talking about that as well, and make sure you have daily action. This will move you closer to your goals. Be flexible yet persistent, or even conscious of your ability to act on your own behalf. Again, this whole reading has been like, how do we keep that fire going? You know, how do we keep that fire sustained within you? It's almost like fueling for like a marathon, right? You're just like, we're not fueling for a marathon, we're not fueling for a sprint. You also got Hareth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Hareth is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, yet refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for home or a place that we cannot return. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for home is common in starseeds and old souls. Perhaps you've had it since birth. For some, it's distant memory of the planet's galaxy or solar system in the universe that the soul remembers and yearns to return to, a place they may have experienced more than Earth. For others, it's a longing for unity of source, or remembering an interconnected oneness. The yearning can lead some starseeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels more like home. For others, it can manifest as a need to find a home in people, communities, and relationships. A journey to find somewhere they truly belong. If you resonate with this yearning for home but don't really know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on Earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying in your life. You're being reassured that you didn't come here alone and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body on the planet at this time. You're being called to anchor all your presence, your personality, your soul, your spirit, in the here and now, and to fully commit to living this life right now. To commit to putting 2 feet completely in. How can you commit more fully to your life? Again, kind of goes along with everything we were saying, right? Going after what it is that you want in your life. Going after your goals, your dreams here. That kind of persistent energy. All right, Gemini. This was your end of the month reading. I hope that helped.